With the episode Prison Break being released, we as the audience gained a lot more insight on Sasha as a character and what she'd been doing in Toad Tower as of late. Also, I called it! Haha! I said this episode would be completely focused on Sasha, and I was right! It's really not that big of a deal, but yeah. The episode opens up with an overview of Toad Tower and all the Toad soldiers that reside inside. So Toad Tower was never solely a prison, but more so the home base of the Toad Warriors. The Toad Warriors are basically a group of toads that rule over the entire valley around Wartwood, and every now and then they come to Wartwood to collect taxes from the citizens there. So in a sense, they're basically the government or law enforcement of the valley. Grime, aka the Toad who I thought was the warden of the jail, is actually the captain of the Toad Tower army. For the time being anyways, it appears his main goal is to enforce a more strict rule on the valley citizens and wants his army to be respected more and, start acting tougher so they can be more respected in order to enforce these rules. The episode cuts to Sasha inside her cell, and it seems like she's starting to make herself a little bit more at home. She's befriended multiple guards at the tower, most recently Percy, and has convinced about 5 or so toads to quit working at the tower. Seemed like her plan there was to keep getting guards to quit until, there was basically no security so she could escape with ease. Suddenly the tower is attacked by giant herons. Sasha pretty much solos one of them that breaks into her cell, saving Grime in the process. She agrees to help Grime get rid of the birds if he releases her. Grime's army begins to act even more skittish than before, and Grime just continues to yell at them, calling them useless, which of course hurts their confidence even more. Sasha pulls him to the side and suggests to just compliment them a lot to get them to love him. Then they'll be able to do whatever he wants, and she assures him it works. This scene in specific shows more of Sasha's true colors and gives us more insight of what kind of person she is, especially towards Anne and potentially Marcy. Sasha must have gassed Anne up a bunch before convincing her to steal the Calamity Box. It's a very manipulative mindset to have because compliments should, come naturally, and the person saying them should actually mean what they're saying. Whereas with Sasha's method, she does it so people can do stuff for her, and it's kind of twisted. It's sad too because it actually worked. He lied about having Percy earn his respect, but Percy believed him and became incredibly motivated to actually work for him again because he damn near quit right before the Heron attack. Once the Herons were defeated, Grime's army became loyal to him, especially once he was able to start, gradually giving out the fake compliments without Sasha's assistance. Sasha attempts to leave the tower now that she held up her part of the deal, but Grime gives her a proposition. Instead of leaving to wander in the wilderness by herself, she becomes his second in command, help rebuild the tower, execute Grime's plan to forcefully restore his image of order in the valley, then he can help Sasha find Anne and Marcy. She agrees, but as Grime is walking away, she pulls out her copy of the picture of her, Anne, and Marcy that Anne also had with her. She talks to the picture, telling Anne and Marcy to hold out for a little longer and that she'll find them and, they'll all get home together. But first, she wants to have some fun, and she says that last part with a pretty sinister look on her face. Not gonna lie, when Sasha said that last part, I instantly thought of Wolf's voice line from Super Smash Bros. Brawl when he says we're gonna have fun with this thing.
We're gonna have fun with this thing.
Okay, so the thing is with Sasha is she's kind of exactly like Anne in a sense that both of them have pretty bad and twisted views of how friendship is supposed to work. Sasha was very genuine with her words towards Anne and Marcy when holding the picture. She clearly does care about their safety and considers them friends. But Sasha sees friends as people who will, give anything you want as long as you tell them nice things, regardless if you mean them or not. And Anne sees friends as people you do stuff for / give stuff to, regardless of what type of consequence could befall on you for doing so. Sasha definitely seems like she was, the quote-unquote leader of the friend group, especially after seeing more of her character here. I'm convinced she was actually. And she's continuing to use her manipulation tactics to get her way in Amphibia. I know it's messed up, but like I said, I feel like she doesn't really know any better. She does care about her friends. Like, we visually see, she was generally worried about their safety when she was talking to that picture. But at the same time, she messes with their heads because that's what she believes is how friends should act. Maybe once more is revealed about the 3 girls' lives on Earth, we'll know more about how Sasha developed this corrupted mindset with friendship, and same goes with Anne and potentially Marcy. But as of right now, it looks like Sasha has found her place in Amphibia, just like Anne. The two are going to reunite in the episode Reunion, which is the Season 1 finale, and I honestly cannot wait to see how that goes. The synopsis for Reunion is that Anne and Sasha are going to be reunited when the Toads host a giant banquet. Now, I know Grime is the Toad Tower leader and was saying how he wanted to march through the valley and restore order forcefully, etc., but I have a feeling the banquet has to do with Sasha. I feel like it was her idea. She is the second in command now, and it was her advice that got Grime to use his army effectively to defeat the giant herons. This banquet could be thrown in honor of the Wartwood citizens to celebrate what good people they are, etc., etc. The citizens will begin to respect and like the Toad army more because of the banquet, in which Grime will end up having even more authority than before. Like, if this banquet goes well, it could really, you know, twist the minds of the Wartwood citizens, because they kind of ended off at a bad note with the Toads after, you know, they were messing with Anne. I really want to see how Anne is going to respond to all of this, because she as well ended on a pretty rocky footing with Bog and his gang in the episode Toad Tax, and Bog even stated that he was going to report to Grime about Anne's actions. Too bad this shit's gonna go on hiatus for months on end after this episode. Feels bad, man. That pretty much does it for this video, though. Let me know in the comments section down below how you feel about Sasha's character after watching Prison Break, and how her and Anne's reunion could potentially play out by the end of the season. I'd love to know your thoughts. As usual, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out, take care, bye-bye.